Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Edwina. Can you let me know if it is only in Ghana that this is happening? Because all the issues I've heard concerning this are from Ghana, and I want to know if it's happening in other places as well. It is very disheartening to know the number of people whose visas are being cancelled on daily basis at the airport in Ghana when they are en route to travel to their destinations. Can you subscribe to the channel, like and share this video so that many people will see it? Do not think it is not going to happen to me, especially if you are a first-time traveler. If you're a first-time traveler who is considering traveling with a visitor's visa, you would want to pay so much attention to this video, guys. People's visas are being cancelled on daily basis at the airport for various reasons, and that is what we are going to discuss in this particular video. I would want to start this conversation from fake visas because I'm also aware that people try to travel with fake visas, either knowingly or unknowingly. Where do people get these fake visas from? What do you think? I do not think any embassy issues fake visas. So where are people getting these fake visas from? And do they know that their visas are fake? I don't want to believe that these people know that they are actually traveling with fake visas. I think that most of these people patronize agents to help them in acquiring these visas. And some of these agents perhaps issue these fake visas to people, and people really think that to travel you need to go through an agent, which is not the case. But the fact still remains that not everybody can do this, can go through the whole process on their own. So using an agent is not wrong. Okay, what you have to do is to use an agent who is credible, an agent who is well known for what they do, an agent who is registered. Recently, there was a case in Ghana where people were attacking an agent for taking their money and they wanted a refund. And if you listen to this case, it was supposed to guys, this agent had applied for visas for 12 or 15 people, and out of this number, only two of these people had visas. How do you give money to this person to get you a visa? Somebody who would apply for visa for 15 people and only 2 out of them will get it. How credible is this agent? How well does this agent know what he is doing? Guys, this is not lottery. This is visa application, where you need to know what you are doing, where you need to understand what you are doing. We applied for our visas ourselves. My husband and I did our. So if we were able to apply for 3 visas and we had all 3 approved, and we don't call ourselves agents, I don't see why anybody who call himself an agent should apply for visa for 15 people, and out of these 15 people, only 2 will get approved. You still go ahead to give this person money to help you get a visa to travel. Let's do our due diligence, guys. Money is very hard to come by, and people who mostly go through these agents are people who are selling properties, people who are going for loans to invest in these things. The moment the outcome does not favor them, it becomes a very disturbing issue because they have invested so much in the whole thing. Secondly, be part of the process. Before, make sure you have knowledge. You yourself have knowledge about the process. What does it take? What is the process in the visa application? What process does visa application go through? Whatever country you are going through, do they require an interview? Do you need to do biometrics? Do you need to go and do health, medical screening or whatever? You should know, so that if the agent just calls you that, oh, come for a visa, your visa is ready, and you know that, oh, for Canada you are supposed to do biometrics. I never did that. I mean, since I'm going to school, I'm going to stay for longer than 6 months, I'm supposed to do medicals. I never did that. Then you can question the authenticity of the visa. because she knows that is the process it goes through for you to get a valid, authentic visa, a visa that is not fake. That is the process. But if you have no idea of the process it goes through, then whoever can just take your passport, keep it in his room, later conjure anything after they have taken your money and give it to you that this is the passport. And guys, if you are not an expert, you would not know the difference between the fake one and the one that is original. You wouldn't know. Let me share my own experience with one of these travel agents. When we were gathering our documents to travel, I needed to do a birth certificate for my daughter. And so when I went to the hospital in Ghana, when you give birth, they first issue you a birth certificate, but that is not biometric, okay? So you need to do the biometric one yourself. So later when we were gathering documents to travel, I needed that. I went to the hospital, and the time they were telling me it was going to be ready was too much. So I had this friend who knew somebody in this travel and tour business who told me, oh, this is one of the things that these guys are able to do very easily. So okay, I took a picture of the initial one that the hospital gave me, and I gave to this guy. I gave them money and everything to do the birth certificate for me. When these guys told me they were done and they sent me a photo of the birth certificate they had done, my own child's birth certificate, I could not relate to the information on it. Her place of birth was wrong. I told the guy that my daughter was not born at this place that you stated, and the place of birth was on the original one that I sent you. So why have you? And the guy said, oh, it's nothing. Like, how am I supposed to always remember? Like, how am I supposed to always keep this place in mind? The place they used is not even a known place. It's a place that you consciously need to put in mind to remember. So I'm like, no, I cannot keep this information in my mind. I cannot constantly have to remember the place of birth. Whilst I know, one of the things that's true, that you do not put in any effort trying to keep it in mind, because place of birth. How on earth am I supposed to be thinking about the place of birth of my daughter when my daughter knows her place of birth? She knows, and we all know. So how on earth are we supposed to, from this time on, keep this new place of birth in mind and always try to recall it when it comes up? How? So I said no. I didn't even go for it. I met someone who works with birth and death registry, and I showed that certificate to her, and immediately I showed it to her. She said, oh, Edwina, this is fake. So you see, I only had issues with the information on it, but she who works with the birth and death looked at it and was able to tell me that it is fake because of some details that she knows. So those who work in these fields are able to know which one is fake and which one is not. You may not know. So that was my first and last experience with these agents, and I was totally put off because of that. Okay, so that is why I'll try to learn these things and do them on my own. And when I learned it, I realized that it is not as difficult as many of us think it is. However, if you need to use an agent, make sure you use a credible one. Make sure that the person has a track record, a positive track record. Make sure you are part of the process. Be part of the process. Know the process. Have knowledge about the process. I don't know why some agents do not even use the person's email. So there was also another instance where a lady had used the service of an agent in getting a visa to Canada, and it had taken a very long time, and perhaps the agent had forgotten about it and just assumed that it was never going to come, or it has been refused, or whatever. It took a long time for the visa to be approved. This lady kept on asking the agent, and it got to a point the agent even said he has forgotten the password. At a point in time, she got someone who was able to help her retrieve the portal and get the information on it, only to realize that the visa had been issued, the visa had been approved long ago, and has also, when they approve your visa, they give you a number of days within which you are supposed to submit your passport. And that number of days had even elapsed. And because of that, the latest update on the portal was that if the lady is still interested in traveling, she would have to reapply. Imagine this. Somebody whose visa had already been approved will now have to reapply because the agent did not follow up on these emails, or probably forgot the password to the portal or whatever, and did not follow up, or assume that because the thing has taken so long, it was not going to come. If it were this girl's email that was used, I am not sure that this would have been the outcome. So guys, we need to be involved in the process. If we are asking agents to help us, we need to have some level of involvement in the process. You cannot leave everything for the agent to do for you. You need to be involved in the process. Those all things being equal, when you use an agent in acquiring your visa and then your visa comes through, when you are booking your flight, as much as possible, book a refundable flight so that you do not lose that money in addition to all the money you have used for the processing. If you get to the airport and you realize that the visa was fake or there are issues and because of that you cannot travel, at least that money you spent on booking the flight ticket, will be refunded to you. It comes at an extra cost, but it is better than to lose all that money. Okay, now let's go to those who acquire the visa properly, valid visas, but the visa is still cancelled at the airport for one or two reasons. Let's see how these occurrences can be minimized. These are the things you should do to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. 1, if you are traveling with a visitor's visa, get a return ticket. And make sure your return ticket aligns with the number of days you stated in your visa application process. If you said you were going to be away for 2 weeks, make sure that your return ticket is not even a day after the 2 weeks. Whether you intend to come back or not, that is not my problem. My own is that have a return ticket. And like I said, whenever you are purchasing a ticket, purchase a refundable one so that if you do not have to return, that money will be refunded. It makes sense? Yeah? Okay. The next thing is that make sure that all your documents align with your purpose of travel. And I am talking about the purpose of travel as you stated in your visa application process. So you said you are going to tour Canada. So what documents show that you are going to visit Canada? You have an itinerary, you have a hotel reservation, you have a return ticket, your luggage is small, your luggage is in line with the number of days you said you are going to stay. If you are going for 2 weeks or something, your luggage, let me tell you something, guys. For those of you who have been following this page, I came to Canada with a visitor's visa. Yes, I did come to Canada with a visitor's visa. Now, the intention was that when we come and I am able to change my visa, then I would stay. If not, we would have to go back. So my visa application, I said I was coming to Canada for a month to visit. For a month to visit my husband. When we were coming, I came with my two children. When we were coming, everybody had just one luggage and one carry-on bag. One single one. One luggage and one carry-on bag. So I had one luggage, one carry-on. My children, each of them had one luggage and one carry-on. That was all. Because we said we were going to be here for just 1 month. We are still here, yes. But what we used in the visa application is what we should look like on the day of departure. I said I was going to be away for 1 month. I cannot carry things and have excess luggage. yelling that I am not, if you let me go, I am not going to come back. Your luggage should not be given that signal. You know, when you are living with somebody and the person is stepping out and the person is holding a traveling bag or something, you'll be like, hey, are you traveling? But when the person is holding a small bag and the person is like, oh, are you going to get something out? You know, your luggage gives a signal. The kind of luggage you carry gives a signal. So if you said you were going to be away for a week, 2, your luggage, please, okay, do not be denied boarding because of the number of things you are carrying. You have excess luggage. First time traveler, you have received, you want to go and deliver things to all your family members wherever you are going. The first time traveler on a visitor's visa, stay away from those things. Those of you who use the conference to book, if you had your visa at the time the conference is passed, book a new conference, because you cannot be traveling to a conference that has already happened. The conference is passed, and that is still the documents you are holding. The conference that you say you are attending, the conference has been done. Let's say now we are in March, we are in March. The conference was done February. Your visa delayed, the visa application delayed. So at the time you received your visa, the conference had already taken place. Don't carry that same letter and come with it. You will not be allowed because that conference has been done. Book a new conference, register for a new conference, and come with that one. I hope we are getting this done. It is not difficult, but try as much as possible to do what is right. Okay, on your path, do not overlook anything. Have money on you. People are traveling without money on them. If you are getting any value in this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. We need to get this information out there so that you or someone very close to you does not become the next victim. The money involved in all this traveling process is so much. You don't want to get to the airport and be denied boarding because you overlooked some things that could have been avoided. Okay, thank you. The last thing I want to talk about, recently I heard one news that was very made me sad. This person is supposed to travel on a visitor's visa. Okay, you are traveling on a visitor's visa. You have been able in one way or the other to secure a job in Canada, but your visa is a visitor's visa. Guys, help me answer. If you have followed this video till now, let me know if you have understood this video. So this person applied for a visitor's visa and had a visitor's visa. This person has also been able to secure a job in Canada, okay, and has an employment letter and all that. But the visa is still a visitor's visa. So at the point of traveling, what documents do you think this person should present? Can anybody let me know in the comment section? The visa you are traveling with is a visitor's visa. Somewhere, somehow, you've been able to secure a job, but you are still coming with a visitor's visa. What documents at the point of traveling should you present at the airport? If you have followed me till this time, you should be able to answer this very easily. It is still the visitor's visa, because that is what you use your visa application. You are traveling with visitors. So this work that you have been able to secure should be somewhere very far away from the documents you are presenting at the airport. Guys, yes, you have secured a job. The other thing you could have done, this person could have done, was to have used those work documents to now apply for a work visa. But since this person did not do that and wanted to come in on the visitor's visa, this person should have put all these work documents somewhere very far away, somewhere nobody would see them, very far away, and stick to the purpose of travel on the visitor's visa, because that is the visa you are holding, that is the visa you are going with. Whatever documents you use for that visa to be approved, it's the documents you should carry with you, not the work you have gotten, because that has no relation with the visa you are holding, and you cannot travel with a visitor's visa to go and work. So if you have your own way, put those documents aside. Get in with your visitor's visa first, and then I'm sure those who helped you secure the job would have a way of helping you with your visa. Okay, unfortunately, this person showed those work documents, and because of that was denied boarding. Yes, was denied boarding. It is very sad to hear these things, guys. It is very sad to hear this thing, and don't think you are far away from it. These things are happening every day. They are happening every day. You do not want to be the next victim. If you have gotten any value from this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And it is my prayer that nobody gets to experience being denied boarding a flight. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye.